and to do something like this for you. So if you send it to the graphic designer, he might ask you for some fees to do that. Or if you go to Canva, you might spend like an hour or so and then try to get a flyer like this done. But now it's just a short message to your AI, and then the flyer is ready. No payment made, time saved. And this demonstrates the power of AI. Now, somebody might ask what exactly AI is. So when we say AI, what is it? Um, the term is artificial intelligence. Okay. So what is artificial intelligence? Who can attempt to give me an answer? What artificial intelligence is? Salamatu, can you attempt to give me what's your understanding of AI? When you say AI or artificial intelligence, what is it?
To me, I think AI or artificial intelligence is knowledge that is generated artificially by a machine or something. Because this one, they will just the machine will just support to generate the information for you. It's not maybe another colleague or a human being. So it's non-human being generated knowledge.
Very good. That's very, very good answer. So that is true. So AI, which is artificial intelligence, the simple definition is machines or computer systems that think and work like humans. So naturally, intelligence is in our heads as human beings. God created us with intelligence. So even when a child is born, he's intelligent to know that when you are putting your hand into his eyes, you want to cover it, that's part of intelligence. So we naturally have intelligence that enable us to speak, that enable us to do certain things, to draw, to prepare image and stuff like that. Now, if we take this same intelligence and you put it in a machine, like a laptop, like a phone, like a sunglass, like any device, and that machine is, or a watch, or anything that is doing things that humans are supposed to do, it becomes artificial. So any intelligence displayed by machines or systems is artificial. It is not natural. So that is AI. So it is not something, it's been with us for a while, because for those of us who have been using, for instance, iPhone, you know about Siri. And several years ago, Siri was introduced, Alexa on Android and so forth. So all of these are part of AI system that have been used. The scope of this doesn't cover us to tell you so much about the history and all that. But as far back as 1956 is when AI term was coined during a conference called Dartmouth Conference, championed by McCarthy. But today our main focus is on generative AI. So the AI is a big umbrella, and part of AI that has taken the world by storm is called generative AI. And generative AI simply means AI that can bring out content that do not exist by utilizing trainings and data sets that have been used to train it. So um, you have AI that can bring out, sorry, you have AI that can bring out text, can create text. Humans communicate through texting, through images, through videos. And so AI that is able to bring out some of these things is what we call generative AI. And it can assist us in doing so many tasks, as we will come to know onward. So for small businesses, like most of us here have, you can use AI to save hours of your content. So those of you who are not using it, please, um, a small, um, dedication of small time to learn something like ChatGPT can help you to save so many hours of your business time that you can use for other things. It can make you appear professional. As a small business, some of the things we can do is to hire professionals. And so if you come to mid-sized businesses or businesses that are growing, like maybe Adansi Travels or other, we have marketing, we have human resource manager, we have so many professionals we've hired to pay. Now, if you are starting out, and I remember way back when we are starting out, I used to use Canva to do my graphic design, do all the things as a small business owner. I do everything myself. So at that time, if there was AI, I would still be doing the things that the professionals do by using the AI. So you can have a chat line prompt that is like your communication specialist. So if you want to send any emails out, you go there to draft for you. You can have an AI part two that works the same ChatGPT. It can act as your lawyer. So if there's any agreement that you have received from anywhere, you can ask it to check for you. If somebody asks you to bring agreement instead of going to see a lawyer, as a small business, you cannot pay a lawyer. AI can help you do that. So it saves you on cost. So apart from hours, it saves you on cost. And when it comes to social media or marketing materials, AI is king there. So you have your shop, or you process something in Shebeta or something, and you have to do a design. You have to design the materials. AI can do that by a simple prompt. And then what about business strategy? Sometimes we need to strategize our business and see how much we can make it sustainable in the future. And doing that, you might have to hire a consultant, but you don't have the money. AI can do that for you. So what are some examples of Gen AI, generative AI? So Gen AI examples, the most popular one that I'm sure most of you know is ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT is the most popular one. But besides ChatGPT, there are a lot of them. There are secondary ones and primary ones, or foundational ones. So the foundational ones, there are not too many, but the secondary ones are a lot. We have it in thousands, AI tools, a lot of them. But we have what we call foundational AI tools. So the foundational AI tools are AI tools that are developed from scratch. Okay, they are developed from scratch, and the chief among them is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the chief among them. And how many of us here is already using it? Yes, just show by hand. If you have ever used ChatGPT, just show by hand to help me using the chat feature. Just show by hand if you are using ChatGPT. So I have Salamatu. Who else is using ChatGPT? Please, let's participate to make the discussion fluid. ChatGPT is the most popular among all the AI. How many of us are using it? Apart from Salamatu, how many of us are, who else is using it? Please raise up your hand if you are using ChatGPT. Okay, so we have more hands coming up. Eric is using it. All right, so I'm just wondering how you run a business in this age without using ChatGPT. So if you are not using it, we already shared a link in the message. If the team can share the link again, so that as I'm talking, you download it and make sure that it's installed on your phone, and also you have it account registered on desktop. So if the team can share the guide, there's a guide, and when you click on the guide, you find the ChatGPT, and then you'll be able to use it. All right. So apart from that, we have other AI tools like Gemini. So Gemini is the Google version of ChatGPT. It's also very powerful, and you can also use it. We have Claude, which is also another powerful tool. We have Microsoft Copilot, and then we have Grok. And Grok is, if you use Twitter or X, it's also very good in summarizing latest news. So, for instance, if you want to know what is happening, the latest news in farming, if somebody says a farmer, if you want to know the latest news in your industry, you can just go to Grok on your X account and then type to summarize what happened, what's the latest or trending news about your industry for this week. You can limit it to Ghana, you can limit it to Africa, you can say worldwide. Meta AI is also incorporated in WhatsApp. So for quick usage. But if you really want to use AI, you should use something that can keep track of your history. Okay, so if you want to use Meta AI, don't use only the one on WhatsApp, but you can download it. They have now come out with an app. So you can go to Play Store or App Store, download Meta AI. And then the
So,
Chinese one,
Gideon, are you moving your slides? Because it looks to be
you
stationary. Or you are just using, that's all your slide?
no, I've been moving my slide. You can I've moved to like I've moved a lot of slides. Which one are you? Which one do you see?
It's just the same slide. I think that should be your number one slide, where you had the
The picture.
generative AI, yeah, the picture.
Oh, sorry. Then let me reshare. Let me reshare.
Helpful.
Let me reshare my slide. Okay, so please,
Yeah,
what slide?
I can see travel stuff. So
Amazing. So let me
yeah,
move it to
yeah.
close.
I think
Uh,
somebody was asking about the list of the AI tools or the types. I
but
think
is it moving?
yes, it's moving. Your slides are moving now.
So,
Great. Thank
so
you.
you can see the list now, right?
Yes, yes. Thank
Oh,
you.
sorry about that. Okay, so these are examples of foundational AI tools. Okay, so think transport some error here, so they are actually foundational. Let me just add it. Yeah. Foundational, not fundamental. So these are examples of foundational AI too. But by foundational, what we mean is that, like I explained, they are built from scratch. It is good to use, at least to use one or two of these foundational AI. The reason is that this gives you a lot of free access. Sometimes you when you use the other ones that are imitations. So you type ChatGPT, you have to make sure that you download the one. That's why we send you a guide so that you can download the right one. Some people are using imitation one, and also all of this. Now moving forward, there are a lot of use cases when it comes to ChatGPT. Of these foundational AIs. So you can draft your customer replies. So if a customer send you a complaint or something, you can copy the complaint, put it in ChatGPT or any of the foundational and say that this is a complaint I've received from a customer. Draft a fitting response that I can share with the customer to ensure that I do not lose this customer, and at the same time maybe adhere to my stance in terms of what the customer is expecting from me. It will give you, or you can ask it to just give you ideas what you can reply. For social media, I'll be doing practicals. We don't have too much time, but I'll do a simple practicals because I believe that there should be some demo. So let me quickly go to the demo site, and then we can do one or two demo. If you have your ChatGPT, please. Let me see if I have the slide here. So we share with you this very slide. You just have to click on it, and then you download the App Store, Play Store, and then there's a desktop one. The desktop is chat.openai.com. You can go there, and then you can get your ChatGPT installed. You cannot enjoy using ChatGPT if you have not registered an account. Just register a free account and make sure that your account you registered is the same email you are using it to also log in your phone, so that whatever you do on your phone is repeated in your desktop when you're using a laptop. You don't have to use two accounts, otherwise you will not benefit from it. So if you have your ChatGPT, this is the interface. I'm using the laptop one for the purpose of this presentation. So this is the interface, how the interface look like. There are a lot of new development every day because of time. So in our master class, we do what you call personalization. How do you make your ChatGPT become like yourself? And we don't have time to go through that. We do the personalization and set all the things at the background so that whenever you prompt it, you give instruction, it will reply as if it knows you. So it knows your name, it knows what you like, it knows your writing style, it knows all of that. So we do that during our master class. But for the purpose of this, at least let me show you where you do your prompts. So those of you who are using it, there's always a line here, ask anything. The plus button is where you can add photos or add files from your computer or your phone. And it's very powerful tool. The first thing you want to know when you want to ask ChatGPT anything is specificity. You must be specific exactly what you want to do. Please, you don't have to just say that I want to do social media, I want to share something on my social media, so send me something. No, those kind of lines doesn't work. You have to be very specific. So for instance, what are some of the prompts that you can use? Let's say that you want you have a fashion brand. Maybe you operate a small shop, and then you can do a prompt like this one, and then you put it inside your ChatGPT. So you say, act as a social media manager for a small Ghanaian fashion brand. Create a 1-week content calendar for Instagram targeting women aged 18 to 35 in Accra. Include captions, hashtags, content ideas for each post. So this is very
Please, your slides are not moving again. Yeah.
Oh,
Your slides are not moving. All it says is ChatGPT-demo.
not very nice. Slides are doing like that. So, okay. Is it better now?
Yes, please, we can see it.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the interface on your computer when you go to your computer. And I was explaining that during our master class, that is about 6 hours a whole day. So we were able to, for that one, we were able to do the settings and personalization and all that, so that it becomes like your executive assistant that knows everything. It's actually the most powerful tool on the planet now. So if you are doing a business, you don't have it, you are 1,000 years behind. So everybody should have it. You should follow the link. You should create an account. You should have it on your phone. You should have it on your, anytime you face a situation, the first question you ask yourself, can ChatGPT answer it for me? Okay, if it can answer, go there before you think of calling somebody, or before you think of paying money to someone. Ask yourself if ChatGPT can do for you. And I was giving you an example that for those of you who have been using it, some of you, the first thing you use it for is social media. So if you run a small business, one of the most powerful ways to advertise your thing in social media. How do you create engaging content? You do that by using ChatGPT. And now the one-line prompts, which I can also share with you, is this: act as a social media manager for a small Ghanaian fashion brand. So here, small Ghanaian fashion brand, you put your company there. Okay, remove that one and put your company there. And say, create a 1-week content calendar for Instagram. If you have both Instagram and Facebook, you can say that create a 1-week content calendar for Instagram and Facebook, targeting women age 18 to 35. Because this is a fashion brand, that's the target. But maybe you are into shea butter, you have a different target. Remove it and put your target there. Include caption, hashtag, content ideas for each post. I'm putting this in the chats, and then you can try it. You can try these prompts. I'm putting it in the chats. You can try the prompts and then see how it works. So you can just copy it and then just delete, replace the fashion brand if you are not in fashion. Put your business there, and then the target also, put your target people there. If it is men and women, you can put, and then you put their age there, and then you can share it. So let me see how it works here. And you're going to have a 1-week content calendar neatly done. And this means that for the next 1 week, the things you are going to post is already prepared with just a prompt, and then you have it in just some few seconds. It has the caption, it has the hashtags, it has the content idea, it has the theme, and that's how powerful this tool is. Okay, so Monday, start tip Monday. And say you should do carousel and give it a caption and give it a hashtag. You can expand this and ask it to also add what do you call it? Prompt for generation image. So what image will go with this one? You can add it to the prompt. Now ChatGPT 4.0, this one, the one that we are using, can generate nice images. So you can ask ChatGPT to generate one image for each day of the week, so that your post will go with an image. And this image ChatGPT will generate for, say, image for Monday post that will resonate with the audience. So this is something you have to pay like a lot of money for graphic designers to work all of this out for you, but ChatGPT will do for you for free. So this is just one example of a prompt line that can help you. From here, going forward, if you're using ChatGPT, is to learn more about prompt engineering. If you happen to come, we teach you prompt engineering and be able to come out with these prompts that will generate the image. So that will generate the content for you to use for your campaign. So the image is being generated as you can see from the screen. And if it was, you could have also added your logo. If you have a logo, you can ask ChatGPT to add the logo to the image. You want it to add your contact to it, you can add your contact to it. And This is 3 different designs for a fashion, work, brunch, night out. And how do you see the logo? How do you see the image? And it comes in a high definition you can download. It's created. You have a model. This is not somebody you have to pay to model. Nobody can see you that you've used his picture. This is a picture that belongs to you. You put your logo on it. It's for you can share it to manage. And people will be calling you that they want this design done for them. And that's the power of ChatGPT. So it's a very powerful tool. I'll just give one more example and then run up because of time. So one more example is business proposal. I think that as small business, one of the key things is when somebody asks us to bring a proposal for whatever service that we are doing, sometimes it takes a longer time to do this. But with ChatGPT, you can do it. So I'm going to do an example of a catering business who want to partner with a local bank to provide lunch. Okay. So how does that catering business, how does it go about it? So I have an example prompt here, which I'll share with you. You can also adapt it for your business. So let me share the prompts, and then you can try it in your business. So I'm sharing the prompts. Write a one-page business proposal for a catering business in Accra that wants to partner with a local bank to provide daily lunch services for staff. Emphasize reliability, affordability, variety of meals, and health-conscious options. The tone should be professional but persuasive. You can add your business name. So let me edit it small. Write a one-page business for a catering business in Accra, named Eat Out or Eat Better. So that's the name, Eat Better. That want to partner with a local bank, Absa. That want to partner with Absa Bank to promote Absa Bank Osu branch to provide daily lunch service for staff. Emphasize reliability, affordability, variety of can edit use case. Okay, moving now. So let me see how it comes. So I can use this proposal. So this is a proposal being prepared by, it gives you the date, one page, very simple proposal prepared by Eat Better Catering. It has given contact, emails, eatbettergh@gmail. It has put a number. I don't know where it got a number from, but these are things that you must check. Okay. ChatGPT and all AI can make mistakes. So you have to make sure that this number and emails represent you. So dear branch manager, we are pleased to submit this proposal. It gives very nice proposal, what we offer, reliability, affordability, why Eat Better. And we have to offer freelance tasting session for your team at convenience. And nice. Amasewa Osu. So when you have a proposal like this, you have used ChatGPT, you got a test, but you don't want to send it in a raw form like a Word document or PDF. You want to send it in a pictorial, nice model. That you can do it through our next tool we want to show you. I'll show you that quickly because of time. I think I have 10 more minutes or so to finish. So I'll show you quickly, and you just have to copy the proposal and then go to the next tool. We call it Canva. That's the name of the tool. It's also part of the guide we shared with you. So if you open your guide, you will see you see Canva there. You see Canva. So this is the guide. So it is there. You click on the link, you register for an account, and then when you register for an account, use our link, because if you just Google and you register, you might not get the credits. So we have secure 400 AI credit for all of you to try Canva. And to get the 400 AI credits, you need to use the link from the guide that we shared with you. So when you finish the registration, it will ask you to send something to your email, you confirm, and you fill the details. Once you finish, you come to a home page like this, and then you go to create new. So home page, you click create new. Please, is my slide moving? Very important here.
Yes, please.
Okay, so do you see create with AI?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So when you come here, I'm just grammar will take you like maybe 2 hours or 1 hour if you want to teach you, but I'm just doing a demo. But when you come for our master class, we have time, because we have like a whole day from morning to evening. So we take our time and teach you all the editing and everything in Canva. So, but for now, because of time, I'll just run you through quickly. So you go to paste in text, and then you paste the proposal that was prepared in ChatGPT. Okay, you paste it here, and then you go to presentation, you go to continue, and then once you go to continue, you see that it's going to prepare a presentation for you, and we want to make sure that our slides are nicely prepared. So let's do a little bit short editing here. So dear branch manager, okay, let's say we need about 8 cars. So we go to continue, and Canva has a lot of nice themes. So all you do is to pick, since it's going to a bank, let's go to professional. So you click professional. Let's say we want it a bit light. So because it's going to a bank, we don't want them to feel we are too this. So we pick light design, and then go through the design, the various design, the one that connects with your color theme, you can pick it. So let's say that we settle on this one. So let me pick this color theme. Oh, the way effect. Let me pick another one. So when you pick the color theme, it's show on your left, so you can see whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, you can pick a new one, a new color theme. So let me, for the purpose of demonstration, let me settle on this one, and then we go to generate. So you pick a color theme, go to generate, and the magic is happening now. You are going to generate your proposal for catering at Absa Bank, and is just going to be very nice. Said that if you are asked to come to do your presentation, you can just carry your laptop and then go and do the presentation with this proposal. So if you were to go and do this in Canva or give it to a designer, it will take you hours. But this one will happen in just a minute. So this is the proposal generated nicely for you with pictures, and then you can just decide to edit the pictures and make it more African or Ghanaian by editing the prompt. So in our masterclass, we take our time, we teach you how to edit it. If you want to change the picture to, maybe you have some images, you want to change it, you can change the images. You can ask some of the images to be animated. to add more features to the presentation. So when you share your slides with the people, they think, hey, how professional are you? They think you're a small business. But if you're a small business and you're able to come out with such a detailed, professional proposal, they will take you serious, right? And all of this I've shown you can do it for free without any money. You just sign up. And then once you see that these tools are helping you, have you seen that now they've started cooking? Initially it was an image. Now I made them start cooking. So you have a video, a short video that is done by AI within just a prompt. I asked it to start cooking and it's cooking now. You understand? So these are some of the things. All the pictures are editable. You can go online and pick different pictures or change the AI one and make it African or Ghanaian images. Not necessarily a Ghana, but black image. So that picture you saw there have changed. This look more relatable than the first one. Okay. Now when you finish this one, all you do to send to the bank is if the bank has given you an email, you come here and then you send it by email, or you come here and you share it. They don't need to have Gamma to open it. So I'm sharing it with you. Just click it and you see that you can even track. So I've shared this proposal with you. Everybody click on the proposal and see something. So you see in less than 10 minutes, we have prepared a proposal to the bank. A very detailed one with nice pictures, with animated videos inside, with call to action, and everything that the bank will need is provided. And this is how powerful AI tools can be. And you can do this from ChatGPT free version to Gamma free version. And then if you realize that this is giving you money, you go there, you get one contract. How much are you going to get from the contract? A lot. Now, you can then decide to pay for these two. This is just $15 a month. You get your Visa card from the bank. You can pay for a whole month. You can do how many proposals? A lot. ChatGPT is also $20 a month when you exhaust your free version. So if you put it together, it's $35. Given that the dollar rate is now 10 cedis, that is 350 Ghana cedis. Let me ask you, if you hire a staff to be doing this, how much will you pay one staff? So as a small business, the best way to move your business is to commit some resources to some of these things. So you pay ChatGPT $20, you pay Gamma $15. That gives you $35, 350 cedis for the whole year. You multiply 350 by the year by 12 is about 4,200, which cannot pay for staff for 2 months with all the taxes and Senate and all that. So it means that you can stay lean and do greater works with ChatGPT and Gamma. There are a lot of tools. I don't want you to get confused with so many tools. It will not help you. Be conversant with about one or two. And my recommendation for you here today is that at least be conversant with ChatGPT and Gamma. And before I finish, let me show you why Gamma is so powerful in doing that. So when you share your link with the company, you'll be able to gauge the interest if they are actually watching your proposal or not. Okay, so now I share my link with you and let me see how many of you are watching it. I come back and go to share and then I go to view analytics. So now I can see that there's a lot of anonymous. Anonymous means that You are viewing the proposal, but you have not registered with Gamma. So because you are not registered with Gamma, Gamma doesn't know you. But still, I can tell that there's somebody reading it. So anonymous people are reading it. People are reading the proposal. Somebody have gone 8/8. There's somebody who is currently done 4 slides. And then there's somebody who also done 4. And then there's one person, Salamatu. He's registered her account. So she has opened it. I can see Salamatu open it. This is how powerful AI can be. In the past, you never know when you send a proposal to a company whether they are reading it or not. I can even go further to see which of my slides are they engaging. I go to card management. I can see that the proposal summary, they spend more time there. Okay, you see which of the slide they are doing, spending more time and stuff like that. So you have no excuse as a small business not to grow your business. You have no excuse not to transform your business from a few customers to many customers, because you have a powerful tool. You are fortunate to be in an era where AI has come and given you a level playing grounds. This, you see, is what big business do. They hire people in their offices to design some of these things. So you go for a contract and they come and they win it. You go and offer a contract, proposal to a bank, and then for this, and maybe big business, Chicken Man and Co, and they have all the tools. They will come with a nice proposal like this, convince the people and take it. Now you as a small business can also compete equally by coming out with these nice proposals that people will love to also see. So I'll pause here. We don't have too much time for question and answers, but if the authors allow, hosts allow, then I can take 1 or 2 questions. Otherwise,
Please. Yes, please.
I'll pause it. But let me, before I leave, sorry, I mentioned about our master class and stuff like that, and let me share with you the next date of our master class.
So, Mr. Asare, you can take some few minutes for questions and then comment, please.
Okay, all right. So over to you. You can raise up your hand. We'll call you, and then we can answer your questions for you. So our next master class, which will be in person, will be in June 14. Which is in person is June 14. So usually our master class, on the left, you can see a sample picture of the master class there. It's done at Adaso Travel House at East Legon. It's a whole day class, and it's one of the most interesting thing to do. It's one of the investments you make, and you realize how powerful it will be for your business. For those in Tamale, Sunyani, Takrady, because I heard of you, we also have the virtual sessions, and later we'll share the date for the virtual session for you. So our master class is charged 1,500 cedi for virtual and 1,900 for in person. I'm happy to announce that for you being here, we'll be giving you 500 cedis discounts for if you choose to join our master class. I don't know how to apply the discount, but what you do will be my colleague will share a link on the chat, and then you can click on it. So Rudalyn, if you can share the masterclass link. So
okay.
Yes, so you can click on it, and this is our website. If you can see the website. So when you go to the website, you see the course, you see register for virtual, register for in-person, and then you click on it. And so there's a link. You can just sign up. And then what do you hope to achieve here? When you here, you can write discounts 500. Once we see discount 500 at the box, we know that you were part of this class. and then we can extend the discount here. So you can do your sign up. When you do your sign up, because of the discount, you might, because after sign up, it will take you to payment. So you can skip the payment, and then Rodalyn will get back to you and arrange, because the payment is taking full payment, but we're giving you 500 cedis off your registration. So it means that if you are doing virtual, it will be 1,000 instead of 1,500. If you are using in person, it will be 1,400. It comes with lunch, snacks, and you also become part of AI Club. So we have our AI Club, but exclusive for those who have attended our class. As part of the club, we share with you AI tips, and then we are available for you anytime you need support in your journey. You call the team, they help you out. And then we also have upcoming bootcamp. The AI bootcamp is loading. It's going to be last week in June, next month, and we will share with you after everything is. So it's supposed to be in Joburg, but we brought it to Ghana, so we are now doing 1 or 2 things, and that will be like a 4 days bootcamp where you go and then vanish for 4 days and come back as an AI guru. You come back and you can build chatbot for your business. You can do so many things, become advanced prompt engineer for AI. You can also be in a position to help other businesses or other organizations who want to learn. So it's a very comprehensive 4-day immersive AI bootcamp, and it will come with accommodation, meals, and everything included. So you just pay and vanish and then go and learn. And I must say that there's no better investments in your business, no better, not even buying a car for your business. There's no other than AI. Trust me. For the next 7 months in this year, any money you find, commit yourself to learning about AI. Learn. And once you yourself master the concept of AI, you see how quickly your business will be moving, and you'll be able to adapt quickly to the changing environment. So please, this is the best investment you can make in your business. And I'm very sure that you thank me later when you see me, and if you take the advice. Thank you very much. If you have questions, like the host said, we can take 1 or 2 questions before I finally let go of you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Asare, for this insightful presentation. We are very grateful. If you still have questions, you can drop it in the chat box. We would later attend to that. So we want to move to our next session, and then we have Mr. Ronald Tegu, who will be taking us through the second session. And so he's from M-Notify. So Mr. Ronald, please, you can handle the next session now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much, Josie. I joined a bit late, but I feel, first and foremost, am I audible?
Yes, please, we can hear you.
So, yes, Gideon, thank you very much for the insightful and the insights on the tools and the meeting and all that. I think I joined quite late, but I learned quite a lot. And please, if you guys can just give a reaction, maybe a clap for Mr. Gideon Asare. He's done an excellent job. So yes, my name is Ronald Tego. I'm the CEO of M-Notify Company Limited. I mostly say CEO because of what we do, which is customer engagement solutions. If Josie can allow me give me host privileges so I can share my screen, I'll be grateful. So I think Mr. Gideon's session went a lot, or Mr. Asare's session went a lot into some of the tools that you can use. But in my interactions with businesses for the past, I think, few years, I've realized that one of the key challenges is that there are so many AI tools, and we often struggle with knowing what to use and what applies to our business and all of that. So what I would attempt to do today, after a wonderful presentation by Gideon, is just to let us take a step back and reflect on all that he said and ask ourselves, where are we in our AI journey? Where are we in terms of the tools that are available? Which ones do we understand? Which ones can we use? So that when you are going for the boot camp, which his team is organizing, you would be able to go with a clear purpose and a clear goal and a mission. Right. So let me know when you can see my screen. So also I like to have very interesting and interactive conversations. So I look forward to getting a lot of thumbs up and all of that. And my session, I was telling Josie that it's a lot of slides, but I can finish within 5 minutes. But the most important thing is to get to hear from you and also know what you are doing. So I'll just like, by way of chat, maybe in the next 30 seconds, just if that has been done already, that's fine. But just let me know your company name and what you do. So your company name and what you do, or your business and what you do, or just anything about yourself, just so that I'm able to know who is also in the room. But like I mentioned, our goal is how do we leverage AI innovations for growth? And it could be in the form of chatbots, ChatGPT and the likes. And I'm not here to talk about any specific tool, but talk about the framework within which you leverage these tools. Then I just highlight some tools that have been very, very, very important for me, or that have helped me very much. I hope that is good, and we can go ahead. Can I see some thumbs up or any questions? Let me check in the chat section as well. Okay, so Oli Benedicta give claps to Gideon. Okay, but if it's possible, just let us know what you do, or the name of your business and what you are doing, so that we're able to tailor this conversation to suit you. Okay, so there is a Green Gold from Green Gold is an agribusiness. I know Green Gold quite very well. Good to have you here, Kwesi. Yes, so my first slide talks about project management and AI. And why project management and AI when we are talking about AI? Essentially because as a business, right, everything that you work with has to be treated as a project. And in this slide, you are looking at AI transformation, which means that you need to treat AI as a project, and how you leverage AI, or how you become an AI first company as a project. Okay, I see Bakes and Sip Bistro, and I also see wine farms into snow farming and agri farming as well. Awesome. Keep the comments coming. I'll go back there and check and ask a few questions here and there. But yes, I mean, as entrepreneurs, one thing we always need to know is that we're always managing everything as a project, which means that there are various stakeholders we need to manage. We need to get the buy-in of various stakeholders, be it our customers or internal stakeholders or external stakeholders. There are also costs that we need to look at, budgets we need to look at, timelines that we need to look at. And these are all things that matter whenever you are looking at being able to integrate AI into your business. So, I mean, we all know what AI is. I'll skip through some of my slides because Gideon has done a very good job. But AI is sort of a broader tool. Why do I say that? Because AI is a huge concept. But within AI, there's also machine learning, where machines are learning more about human beings from complex algorithms and being able to develop new information based off that. And there's deep learning as well, which is also a form of machine learning, which then also mimics the way the brain works, right? So imagine being a child and growing up. You learn as you grow along, and that is where AI is heading towards. So you have things like general artificial intelligence and all of that. Then there's large language models, which is what unfortunately a lot of us think about when we think about AI. So large language models, right, just has to do with content creation, content generation, or understanding content and using content to reproduce new content. So the likes of ChatGPT and Gamma, DeepSeek, all of those things are large language models. Then generative AI is sort of a subset of large language models, a subset of LLMs. And the beauty of where technology is getting to currently is the fact that you can even build your own large language model as a business, where you have, for example, like a chatbot, or you have a tool that is having input about your business or about your policies and all of that, and you're able to integrate that into your business. And we'll talk about some of the tools that you can possibly use to do all of this. But I'm just throwing this slide in for you to understand that AI has several facets. And in your journey as an entrepreneur along AI, you need to know where am I at and where do I want to be in the AI journey? Am I looking at building tools around computer vision where maybe probably I have a warehouse and I have items being stocked, so I'd want to have like a computer vision AI project where we are counting stocks as they come in order to help reduce pilferage? Or am I just looking at content generation because I want to use ChatGPT to grow my business, or I don't want to hire a marketing person, so I want to use ChatGPT to strategize? You need to be able to know all of that and even understand prompt engineering and all of that. But as a business owner and as someone who will set a tone and the strategy for all of this, you need to first ask yourself, what is my business? And that's why I was actually asking the kind of business you have on the platform. What is my business and what do I want to do with AI? Am I looking at computer vision? Am I looking at deep learning? Am I looking at just utilizing large language models, building custom GPTs for SOPs, or building chatbots that will take orders from my customers and the likes? Right. So let me give you just a brief history of AI, and I'm sure this is something that probably a lot of us know. So AI is not anything new. It's not a new technology, right? It's not something that is new. It's been with us since time in memorial, right? And in 1950s, that was when we had the Turing test, which is when the concept of AI actually first came to play, which is, I'm sure we all know about the Turing test. If you don't know about that, just feel free to read about that, or maybe share in the chat box, and I'll further speak on that. But the basic idea was that there was a human being at one side, the computer was one side, and they wanted a computer to mimic the human being. Then fast forward in 1951, we moved into the ML space at the very first time, and the idea was that they wanted to recreate the human mind. If you remember what I said about deep learning and all of that, then you understand where the conversation was happening. Then NLP and the concept of NLP, that's natural language processing, actually started from 1964 and not the 2000s when ChatGPT, the 2020 when ChatGPT became a whole thing, right? Then it further went on, and then one of the first chatbots was created in 1966, which was Eliza. And all that it could do was that you write a message and which were a response from that. And it was fed with all of the information from using natural language processing, right? And then in 2010, we had Siri coming in. I don't know how many of you know that Siri is also an AI tool, right? So I just want to debunk the theory of the fact that AI is something very difficult to learn, or something that is shrouded in mystery. It's something that we work with in our daily lives. Google Maps uses AI. Google Search uses AI. Google is coming up with a very exciting tool. You're not just searching, but you're chatting with the searches. So instead of seeing links, you now see you're able to now have conversations and purchase items, right? So in 2010, Siri was introduced. Then 2020, GPT, and there was ChatGPT 3 and all of that, and 3.5 in 2022. And that is when ChatGPT became a household name, or AI became a household name. But up until then, AI is something that we've all used in our daily lives, right? And I'm making this point as well just to let you understand that think about AI and its integration in your business as the fact that AI can be integrated in any aspect of your business, in every aspect of your business, be it in your operations, in your marketing, in your customer engagements and the like. So maybe chatbots could work for customer engagements, but what other tool can you use to streamline your operations? What computer vision tools can you use to do X, Y, Z and all of that? That is how, as business owners, we have to think about AI. So we don't just restrict ourselves to one or two tools. But once we're able to define our scope, which then talks about project management, right? In project management, you define your scope. So once we define our scope and what we are looking at being able to achieve with AI, we are then able to properly explore the right tools. Now, these are just some interesting stats that I always throw in about AI. The fact that the AI space is growing and there's been significant economic impact on that, and it's expected that we'll have several use cases bringing in like huge revenues from AI, and our 75% of value that AI can deploy, it goes into 4 main areas. I think this is something that I've mentioned already. The fact that it can either be operations, customer service, marketing and sales, software engineering, research and development. And for you as a business, you need to decide where you want to apply AI to in order to be able to use that. And I mean, this is also an interesting start, the fact that AI will contribute to 15.7 trillion USD in the global economy by 2030. So in my slides, right, what I am aiming to do today is to take you on a journey where you ponder about your business and about how you can integrate AI into your business and how to think about AI beyond using ChatGPT, right? So a few questions I want us to ponder over, and I'll give 30 seconds for you to share your answers in the chat box so that I'll pick some of them and we briefly discuss or discuss at the end of the session, depending on the time that we have. So first and foremost, how are you using AI currently in your business? What AI tools do you also know? And how are your traditional competitors responding to the explosion of AI interest? So like, I mean, there's a lot of craze around AI. Everyone is using AI loosely and all that. But in your industry, what are some of the use cases that you've seen around AI? What are people doing with AI that you found very interesting? And also, are there new entrants or new competitors that have entered into your space that are using AI? And how are you also leveraging AI to satisfy your customers' needs, right? And then are there any risks that you think are involved? Any skepticisms that you have? I know one of the biggest skepticisms that people have about AI is the fact that AI would take over jobs of human beings. Deploying this year, sometime I think the next 2 months you should be out, and would make much noise about. So some of you get to hear about that. It's an AI notify. Hello, can you hear me? We got connect to your hotspot. Hear me?
Hello, yes, please, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to be sure that I'm audible because the call came through. Yes, so I mean, these are questions that I want us to ponder over. So, I'm in the chat section right now. I would want to hear from you, anyone from the audience. You can share some thoughts on any of these questions. Right, that would be okay. Abner Darko, I don't know if the onshore was in response to you not hearing me. In the interest of time, just a moment, let me just maybe probably switch my internet source. Give me a spot there. What's are still coming through? The password. Just a moment, let me change my internet source. Oh. It's not it. And in order to be able to be successful with AI or to have transformational success with AI, you need to have certain key things defined. And the first thing is to define your North Star. Remember, I mentioned you need to define your scope, right? What is the why in it? Why do you want to use AI? What is your vision for AI? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? So mNotify is saying you want to be an AI-powered customer engagements brand. That means that every tool that we have needs to have a spice of AI in there, has to be sprinkled with AI. The way we engage our customers has to be AI-powered. The way we operate internally has to be AI-powered. And the first thing you need to do is to define your North Star. So as business owners, we need to define our North Star. And that's one thing I want us to do that now. Leave the comments in the chat. We'll come back to that. What is your North Star? What do you want to achieve with AI? Remember, there are areas like sales and marketing operations and research and development, marketing, and all of that. Then once you have defined your North Star, right, you need to then ask yourself, I mean, is this something that your customers really want? And still talking about project management, you always need to have the agile methodology in mind, that you are building your customers in mind, a customer-centric approach. So whatever AI tool that you are building or whatever AI tool you want to use for your organization, the question you need to ask yourself that, do you understand your market? Do you understand your customers? Is a chatbot something that would work well for them? Or is it a voice bot that would work well for them, or an IVR that would work well for them? Your staff internally, are they very well equipped with prompt engineering? Because ChatGPT is just one tool, but you need to be able to master the act of prompt engineering in order to be able to use ChatGPT. So you need to understand this, and you need to also know what your competitors are doing and understand the space, and understand also what they are not doing, because there could be reasons why they're not doing that as well. Then once you do that, you need to have an operation or an operating system. You need to have a structure in place for AI transformation. AI transformation doesn't come overnight. It's something that has to be done intentionally. So if today you run Green Gold and you are not using AI in your operations, you've defined your North Star. You've understood your customers and maybe, okay, those in Snails and the rest, maybe they might not need a chatbot because they are not really people on social media, on web, but they might need, but we might need for our operations to be able to monitor the quality of snails that we are improving on. So you might need some form of AI to solve a problem in that regard, right? Then you know that, okay, you have set your vision, you have understood your market, you've understood your customers, and the goal for you is to be able to, let's say, 10x your snail business, right? So then the next question, how do you use AI to do all of that? And that is when you actually put the structures and the team in place, right? And one of the things that, for example, you have to do is have an AI champion or have AI champions in your organization. So for example, in mNotify, we have a star team of women who are AI champions. And what the AI champions are supposed to do is that they champion AI adoption within the organization and also for our customers. So for example, and this is made up of our product manager. I'm an honorary member as the CEO, but we have our customer success officer in there. We have one developer in there. We have our project manager, our product manager in there as well. And the idea is simple. They always read on tools. They look for interesting tools. They look for interesting use cases. They look for interesting innovations outside of Ghana, and ask ourselves, how can this benefit our customers? How can this benefit mNotify? And how can this benefit the ecosystem as a whole? Then once they do that, they champion brainstorming sessions internally and all of that. So like 2 weeks ago, one of the sessions that we had was talking about prompt engineering, and not necessarily ChatGPT, but prompt engineering and a few tools that we can use to generate videos, generate images, and the likes. So what this does is that the digital champions or the AI transformational champions carry the entire team along on the AI journey. And I always suggest that this shouldn't be the CEO. It shouldn't be the CEO, because then the CEO is driving the vision of the company, but then has to empower middle level guys and bottom level guys to be able to carry that vision. And AI transformation is just one of the several visions that the CEO of a company should have. And I mean, this slide just talks about the inside out employee transformation, just talks about the fact that you need to also grow your team, right? It's not just about, so I am happy that Gideon Asari spoke about trainings and all of that. You need to grow your team. And growing your team is not only just about trainings, but trainings are essential, but also creating the framework that allows people to learn and that allows people to develop and grow, right? Which is also has to do with talent development. So AI is not something which is for the tech departments or for the marketing department. It's for everyone within the organization. And that is a mindset that you need to create within your organization, so that way everyone is transformed inside out to understand that AI is something that they need to use as an organization. So, I mean, the next slides I'll rush through them because I want us to have a conversation about all of this. But defining a North Star for AI transformation, I mean, I've spoken about the fact that I need to have a vision, which in project management would call the scope, and make sure that you have that. So, I mean, when you are developing a vision, we all know it has to be smart, and also it has to be clear and articulated. It has to be defined strategic goals, which have to be in line with your goals for your organization, right? And then it has to align with the strategy for the organization and the goals for the organization. It has to be smart as well. So over here, I'll leave some questions to ponder over, just 30 seconds as well. Like I mentioned, my goal is to create a framework for you to think about AI and how you can adopt it or infuse it into your operations as it is today. So is the organization's future for the future clear and inspiring? Do stakeholders feel like they understand and own it? Remember that AI has to be owned by organization. I was telling someone in an earlier meeting I had that AI will not replace human beings for a very simple reason, that everything that AI does still needs a human touch. So how do you then inspire your stakeholders, be it internal, external? So now if I'm using ChatGPT, it's not about doing copy and paste, it's about creating value on what ChatGPT has created. If I'm using Gamma or I'm using any other tool, how do I create more value on top of that tool, right? Then how are your projects and all of that mapped together in order to maximize the value that you get from the company resources? I mean, resources are limited. And as CEOs and project managers, we need to make sure that we are managing the resources of a company as well. We are managing them effectively. So how then do you put all of this together? Then also, how will leadership know if the team is focusing on the right things? So how do you constantly check in with your team as well to know that, okay, are we on the right track? How do you, for example, know that, okay, this is the goal that we set? Are we making progress towards it? How are you able to sort of measure your product, your progress with on your AI transformational journey? Remember, AI is about being able to use tools that will grow your business, improve your customer engagements, improve your operations internally, be it automations and the likes. And yes, you need to certainly see what your competitors are doing. Beyond the competitors as well, you need to know what the ecosystem is doing. The ecosystem locally and the global industry. What are some of the things that they are doing? So agribusinesses in the US, in Dubai, how are they running their projects? Are they doing precision farming with the use of AI tools? Now, being able to do all of this also helps you to then now come locally and have a local context, and you'll be able to say, okay, this is something that is over. So your AI transformation, is it powered by your customers' needs, or is this something that you just feel like you should do it? How rapidly is the environment changing? Remember, ChatGPT was a thing, but for all of you who are following the AI trend, you notice that now we moved to the age of computer agents or AI agents. So that you have. So for example, in mNotify, we have OKRs. We operate with OKRs, objective key results, right? And what we do is that for OKRs for everyone, one component of it is how you're using AI to improve your work. Be it HR, be it finance, be it customer support, be it tech support. What AI tools are you using? How are you using AI to improve your work? And this is all championed by the AI transformational champions, right? Or the AI champions. And then the other question you should also ask yourself is that how are you driving the adoption of AI solutions to grow your business, real growth and real business transformation? Because at the end of the day, it's nice to use fancy AI tools, but how is it affecting your bottom line? And most of these things need rewiring of your organization. So then the other thing you need to ask yourself as well is that how you rewire your organization in order to be able to fully benefit from AI without just benefiting from writing a few prompts here and there and getting some good brainstorming ideas here and there as well. How can you rewire your organization's operations to be able to get more value from AI? And I mean, I always end this slide with this quote that technology does not transform organizations, people do. And this goes to talk about the fact that it's all about people. How are you empowering your people? How are you inspiring your people in order to be able to use AI? So that AI is not just another tool that they do copy and paste or they just use because the boss says they should use that, right? And some of the decisions that the transformational team or the operating system should have, like what are the type of use cases that you can have with lower risk and bigger benefits? So the low-hanging fruits that you can look in your business to make good use of AI. I think I have just 12 minutes, so I'll run through now. And I mean, more questions that I would want you to think about, right? And what we'll do is I will share some of these slides in the questions so that you can later ponder over them. And I'll share a link where you can book for a meeting, so we have like a bigger conversation on some of your answers and areas that you need clarity on, right? But for example, what cross-functional team do you have in place to quickly move? Remember, I said that mNotify's transformational team, we have a cross-section of the team. We have someone from product, someone from IT, someone from customer side. How do you build a cross-sectional team or a cross-functional team to be able to make sure that the needs and the use cases are all around? And yes, I mean, training is everything, because remember, it's about people, and not the culture. So training is everything. So you need to make sure that with this AI volunteers, you also train them and empower them. And one thing that, for example, I realized as a CEO is that when I put these AI champions in place, now it was easy for me to explore other AI tools, but then even get to know about more AI tools because day in, day out, there are several AI tools that are doing the same things. And how do you know which tool to go and which tool to pick over which tool and all of that? And as CEOs, we are busy meeting customers and doing other things. So this team is able to, for example, help us stay abreast with AI technologies. And I mean, for those of us that have small team, this can even be an individual who you have dedicated to do this, and they're able to then even help you learn as well. So, I mean, this just goes to talk about the fact that you need to build the team, and it starts identifying, recruiting them, motivating them, and empowering them. I mean, I've spoken a lot about empowering them in the sense that once the structure is created, allow them to do their work, and let them be those that will be the people that will talk about change, AI change organization. Recruiting them, before you can recruit them, you need to have your vision, identify some key people that you think are very passionate first and foremost about AI, and then recruit them, sell the vision to them, motivate them, and let them have a clear direction of where you are going to and what would be in it for them if you're able to get to that direction. Then once you sell the vision to them, empower them, give them the space to work and do all of that. I think you've had so many questions, so I'll skip these questions and maybe jump to this, the fact that we need to, as leaders, also dedicate time to understand the AI landscape, because things continuously change. And we need to dedicate time to understand some of these things. As much as we get reports on the AI champions, we need to spend time to read them, go through them, have time with them, learn some of the tools and the likes, ask the right questions, define your goals, lead by example as well, and help your teams change their behavior by empowering them. So in summary, I've said that the areas that you can use AI is in customer engagements, in product management and operations optimizations. And to foster that AI-driven culture, there has to be continuous learning, agile experimentation. Remember, because we as CEOs need to treat our business as projects, and also offer incentives for people that bring in a lot of use cases and ways to implement AI into your business, and also a cross-functional team, so that it's not just about one team. So for us, what we help people do is, for example, assess your current state of AI, then develop an AI strategy, which includes a vision, then you build capacity in-house, then you implement and iterate. Why do you implement and iterate? Because you believe that whatever projects that you do, you need to always improve upon them and make them better. So this is a slide that I generated with AI, but I think it's a lot of that has been said already by Asari, so I won't spend my time on that. Rather, what I'll do is that I'll spend the next 5 or so minutes just talking about 3 tools that I wanted to highlight and talk to them and how they could benefit your business. So one of the first tools is chatbots by Chatbots Africa. So now this platform allows you to develop chatbots with no technical know-how. Just drag and drop and select your chatbots. And I'm proud to say that this is a platform that mNotify started when COVID hit. And we started because we realized that a lot of people were having transactions on social media, but the orders were fulfillment of orders was very poor. So let's say, and I'm sure a lot of us have experienced that. I send a hi on WhatsApp or on Instagram. It takes forever for the business owner to respond to me. So what we did is to build a platform that allows you to deploy your own AI-powered chatbots, which can accept orders, which can process payments, which can handle logistics. So someone shares their location and you confirm the pricing with them and they pay. And this is being used by the likes of Pizza Man, Chicken Man, Dough Man, Roverman Productions, and the likes. And ever since they used that, they've been able to experience Chicken Man, Pizza Man, and Dough Man, for example, experience over 25% growth in their revenues just by the fact that now there were a few orders that were being missed because it was done by AI and all of that. So the way we will help business or merchants, that we help across the value chain, across every value chain. So we help you with setup of the chatbot, with marketing, with sales, payments, logistics, and after sales service. Because you realize that majority of the time after a sale is done, a lot of business owners don't go back to ask for review and for feedback. So what this chatbot does is that after 24 hours, it's automated and it sends feedback to your customer, asking them to review your application, the order that was fulfilled. And one interesting thing that Dough Man was telling me about was the fact that initially, before the chatbots, they used to get a lot of calls for complaints. But now, with the chatbots, whenever there's an issue with an order, he was getting direct pictures and alerts and all of that. So he could easily see that their riders are not handling the orders very well. And now he's been able to streamline how the dispatch guys handle the packaging, change the way the packaging is done so that the donors don't get messed up by the time they get to the customer. And this is something that was very easy to figure out with the use of AI, because then I could easily aggregate all of the feedback. So then my next one I want to talk about is Notebook LM. I don't know how many of you have heard of Notebook LM, but it's a tool that, and I mean, for the tools I'm speaking about tools that we use at mNotify, because the story is supposed to be the story of mNotify and the transformational journey that we are on. So I use Notebook LLM for a couple of things in mNotify. So our SOPs, we use Notebook LLM for that. And I mean, Notebook LLM was developed by Google. And the beauty of that is that you can generate insights from documents and the likes. You can upload PDFs, websites, YouTube links, anything at all. So sometimes I have to work through like webinars and videos that are very exciting for me, but I don't want to maybe spend 3 hours watching a video, right? So what I do is sometimes, for example, I can put that link in Notebook LM, and it's able to give me a summary of that. I'm able to query questions and answers based on the document. So for example, if there was a budget reading, as a CEO, I want to know how it would affect my business. I don't need to sit down through the entire budget reading. I can put a link in Notebook LM and be able to use that. So, I mean, the benefits for Notebook LM are numerous. Faster decision making, it saves you time. It's private and secure because it's tied to your Google account. But more importantly, I want to talk about the use cases. So we also use it for internal SOPs. So at mNotify, I strongly believe as a CEO that whatever one person knows, another person should easily know. So we use Notebook LM to manage our SOP. So that, for example, if our salesperson is not there, another salesperson comes in and they want to understand our sales process, all they have to do is to go to Notebook LM and type, how do you make sales? What is the price of this? And you're able to handle all of that. And these are some other interesting use cases that we use Notebook LM for. The other two I want to talk about is Otter.ai, and I noticed that someone had Read.io, and I was very happy to see that. But I don't have to be in every meeting as a CEO. There are some meetings that I just allow Otter.ai to take part in, and afterwards I come back for summaries. And what this has done is it saved me time and helped me to streamline my operation. I don't need to be in every meeting. My staff can be in some of the meetings. Once they attend the meetings, they don't have to give me updates. I get all the updates from Otter.ai, and there are several AI note taker assistants that are out there. And I'll treat you that as a CEO, this is something that you need to invest in. Pay for the premium version, because remember that time is money, and every time that you lose, you can't gain it back. But by using a tool like Otter.ai or any AI-powered notebook taker, you are able to then free your time to attend only meetings that are very important to you. Now, I'm sure in all my slides, you know that I didn't talk about ChatGPT, because I feel like ChatGPT is being overly mentioned and is overhyped. But as business owners, we need to set our vision and our direction first before we start talking about specific tools. But what I would say is that for those of you interested in knowing more about ChatGPT, how to write good prompts, there's a resource from Google, and this is the URL. I'll share that later as well. That gives you different case studies for using ChatGPT in your organization, be it for customer service, for marketing. It helps you to create prompts, how to create right scenarios, personas, and all of that. You find that there. Also, I'd want to entreat all of you to follow our WhatsApp channel. It's bit.ly/msfi channel, where we share surveys on AI. We share interesting thoughts on AI and the likes as well. And before I end, I mean, I have 2 slides before I end, but before I end, I'd like to say that in the era of AI, what you have is explore. You can have a lot of trainings, but remember that what would be the big deal today will not be the big deal in the next 3 years. ChatGPT is currently on 4 point something. I mean, we started with 3, went to 3.5. There was O Mini and all of that. And it keeps growing. And we are in the age of computer agents and AI agents. So as CEOs, we need to make time to explore. I'll leave this slide as the last slide for any questions because you have just 2 minutes left. But I would want to say that we have a project called mNotify AI. And the goal of mNotify AI is to help businesses become AI first.
So let me see if I can find.
Yes, and the goal of is to help companies be AI first. So we come into your business and we help you do a detailed assessment with some of the questions that I've asked, and we look at areas of priority. And we remember my slide that said about pilots and iteration. Then we help you with pilots and iterations and do a full rollout of AI based on the department that you want to, or the vertical that you want to transform. So I would say that connect with us. Let's talk more. Remember to follow our channel, and you can always reach out to me via this email and this phone number. And I want to conclude by saying that AI transformation is a journey, it's not a destination. And it's not about ChatGPT or using one tool over the other. It's about having a clear AI strategy and a vision and how you want to use AI for your business. Thank you very, very much. I think we have just 1 minute. Josie, I don't know if the time will be extended and if we can take any questions.
Yes, so we can take questions at the moment.
Okay.
It's very fast. So when the ladies come, they connect.
So are there any questions from the house? Okay, so our audience today are a bit shy. I would want to ask if Abigail Daku, you're answering the slides. Can you share some of the answers that you came up with, or some of the thoughts that some of the thoughts that have come based on the conversations today?
Not really, Mr. Tago.
Okay. So which slide caught your attention the most, or is there anything that probably you think you should start thinking about from all of the conversations in terms of AI and your AI transformation journey?
Well, for me, AI is a completely new field as it relates to the business. So I suppose using AI to create a social media presence will be the first thing, and also organizing sales will be the first thing that I would look to, and then slowly ease my way into other areas. Explore is probably the best. It's probably the best slide actually, because as you explained, the AI is
You don't agree with?
I don't
know if Evans, you have something to say? Okay.
Oh.
So I think I would ask Michael. So Michael Amaku, you mentioned that you are with Sabet Agri Consults, and what do you think about AI adoption for your business? Where are you at currently? Do you have a strategy, a vision, or are you just also exploring tools like ChatGPT and the others and figuring out what is best for you? Okay, so Michael, so maybe I'd want to ask Benedicta the same question as well. Benedicta from Biggs and Sips Bistro, a food entrepreneur. Are you using chatbots for your business? Have you experienced the chatbots? Is this something you're thinking about? Is there an AI strategy in place which includes chatbots, or is there vision? Anyone at all? I see, okay, I see Abnes Notika. I see Emmanuel, Jan, Esther, Evans. Anyone can unmute and maybe share. We just have about 2 minutes for any questions or any thoughts. Don't be shy.
Hello. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, this is Emmanuel.
Yes, Emmanuel, go ahead. Then from there, Evans can unmute.
I think the presentation and everything has been impactful, and the only thing I wanted to add is most people are focused. If it comes to AI, they only know about ChatGPT, and then if with the ChatGPT to how to write the prompts is an issue. The prompt doesn't end at your first question. Let's say if you want to create a content for your Facebook page, and then you write a prompt to ChatGPT to help you draft anything. Once it drafts something for you, you can question ChatGPT again. Or if you have any doubts, you have to question the model again to redraft or whatever you have in mind. Write it to it for it to clarify for you. You can just be arguing, and then once you do that, you get an improved version of whatever you want to do. So what I would say is we should improve on our prompting skills too. Thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much. So prompting skills is very important because prompting is the way we talk to AI, right? So you need to understand your prompts. I shared a link that has good resources and tools to prompting. And the beauty about prompting is that you can even teach AI to teach you how to prompt, right? So you don't need to, I mean, in the age of AI, like I mentioned earlier on, it's not all about, just see AI as always like a friend who knows everything but knows nothing, and you want to guide that friend, right? And the friend can also guide you because the friend has access to all the knowledge in the world, but you need to direct it to guide you, right? So then you can ask it that, okay, you can, for example, share from like, I want to do a research into snails. Where do I start from? What prompts can I type to help me get a detailed research? You can ask ChatGPT that, and ChatGPT will actually create a prompt for you to be able to query and get better results. So see it as that a virtual assistant that knows everything and knows nothing, because then you need to direct it to give you the right information. Thank you very much. Who else can I call? Maybe the last person. Evans, I think Evans had his hand up. Evans, okay, someone has unmuted. You can speak, please.
Okay, so I think what I want to add is that you should know that AI has come to stay, and taking advantage and learning and exploring every aspect of it to be perfect is the only way to go. So you shouldn't, when it comes to knowledge as an entrepreneur, it's something that you have to always seek, and AI has come to stay and make things easier when you are writing all your procedures and other stuff. So you should ensure that you take advantage and ensure you explore every aspect of AI and be able to write and make our company stand as corporate because of the things you bring out. That is what I want to add up.
Thank you very much. I like the fact that you mentioned that you have to explore every aspect of AI, whether it's deep thinking, whether it's generative AI, large language models. Thank you guys very much. I know everyone paid attention, and my goal, which I hope I've been able to achieve, is to put you on that thinking path in order for you to know that AI is a journey, and it's not just about one tool over the other tool, but it's about having a strategy, a vision, and clear areas of impact that you want to make a difference with AI with. On that note, I'd like to say thank you very much. You can always reach out to me, Ronald@mnotify.com. We could book a session and help you develop your AI strategy, then talk about some tools that can help you attain your AI strategy. You can also check out mnotify.com and Chatbots Africa for we are currently giving out free chatbots. So if you have a strategy and one of them is to automate your engagements online, you can use a chatbot from chatbotsafrica.com. You can check that out. And remember to follow our Facebook channel. So you can reach me on 0509-766-733. But please, I'll beg that you WhatsApp me first before calling, because WhatsApp me, introduce yourself before calling, just so that it's easy for us to have a very insightful conversation. You can also book a meeting with me on my calendar, Rontego's Cow, the same bit.ly Rontego's Cow. That also works very well. So I've been at the number I've shared on the chats as well. So you can book a meeting. You can also actually, I prefer you book a meeting than call. So it's the priority is book a meeting, send a WhatsApp message, then you can call. Then we can speak more, and my email and contacts all there. But my goal is that we all jump on this AI wagon and think about AI more than just one or two tools that we need to master to achieve a quick result. Thank you very much. I would want to hand over to, and yes, I mean, do follow our channel as well as bit.ly/mnotify mnotify channel for more insights and more information. You also do organize webinars, and where we talk about some of the tools that you can use and how to build an AI strategy. And for now, these are free webinars, so you can take advantage of any one of them. Once you follow our channel, you can get access to all of that information. So at this juncture, I'll hand over to Josie. And thank you very much for the audience. And
all right.
I look forward to
all right. So also want to say a very big thank you to you, Ronald, for your time and for this enlightening information. So as we said, most of us, although we are not new to AI, we might not know much details that you gave us today. We are very grateful. And also to our participants for joining, thank you very much for also joining the session and also making it engaging. So I would like to end here. I think Ronald left his number and details on how to reach him. So in case you have further questions or you want to have further conversations with him, you can do so. So end our session here and then continue another time. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Bye.